Hello everyone, my name is Plasmat, and welcome to a short story that I wrote uh, in 2018. No, no, the start of 2019, while I was bored in class before I received my co-op placement. I recently came across it while looking through my Google Drive at school, and I shared it with myself and devoted an entire separate Google document to it because I thought it was good enough to deserve its own uh, recognition. And I didn't want it to be deleted once I graduate and my account is deleted because I think this story deserves a chance to exist. So I have it. I transferred it through copy paste into another Google Doc that I have on my actual Google Drive, and I thought it was good enough to devote to an entire video on its own. So without further ado, here it is. There once was a man who lived in a small village. He seemed as though he was perfectly content with everything going on around him, always the same and never changing. However, he was not. The very sight of the same thing hurt him. Every house, every meal, and in some cases every one. He decided that it was time to make a difference, time to change everything. In the dead of night, he snuck out. There was a village-wide curfew in effect, so this was a serious breach of the law. He went to the hardware store and stole some paint. As it was 1841, there were no cameras. He painted the side of a building with the words, "It's time to change," and he went back home. The whole town awakened, same as ever, but noticed the paint on the wall. But intrigued as they seemed, they went back to their routine. This bothered the man to no end. He had thought it would work. Then he realized it wasn't enough. He must keep doing it, but never the same message. Do the same thing, but never the same way. In the dead of night, he struck once more. No more. And he waited for the town's response. The same thing. He struck in the dead of night. He struck in the dead of night for a month. Each a different message, but every time the same reaction. He was outraged. He went out to the front of the town. "What is wrong with you people?" he asked. "Every day the same thing. Everyone the same thing. It's driving me insane. You know what? No! It's driven me insane. I can't stand this anymore. It's time that we change. It's time that everyone changes." And then he saw it. Everything exactly the same. In every way. Everything, everyone, all the same. Exactly the same. One man stood next to another. Their faces matched. I lost my place for a second, sorry there. As did their clothing. He saw two dogs, same breed, same face. He looked at the houses, and he saw the same house, only one house. The messages he wrote, they were gone. There was nothing different. He looked down in a puddle, and when he did see what was staring, oh my God, why can't I see? And when he did see what, I think I made a mistake. And when he did see what he saw staring back at him, was the same face as the others. Then something different happened. Something new. Satan. "Hello, John. You seem to have succumbed to your thoughts," he said happily. You've driven yourself mad with the same thing. This is your hell, a world of which you have complete control of, but without the knowledge of how. You have earned this for the murders you have wrought. This is your punishment, and you will never know anything else. Back to work, John. Back to work. And Satan left. And so John did the only thing he could do. He gave up. He did nothing for the rest of eternity. It was hell. So yeah, there's a bit of a showcase of the type of thing I can do when writing. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed. I know I enjoyed rereading this thing. I didn't enjoy the few times I screwed up, but hey, I have trouble sometimes, you know? But this seems like a pretty good moment to announce that I'm actually writing a book now. No idea when it'll possibly be done. For all I know, it could be done next year or something. With how long I like to make things, it probably will be done next year and not this year at all. But I think this is a good time to mention it, and I will make a video about it being complete once it is complete. And I won't say I will say the name of it in that video, but until then I'm gonna have to keep it a secret because I don't want my ideas to be stolen, and this is YouTube where anybody can see it. So, you know, you gotta be careful. And well, I want to keep my ideas as original as they were before, when I came up with them. So, yeah. So, yeah. I'm losing my train of thought. Yeah, I'll say the name in that video, and then after that, I'm going to try and get it published because I really do want to get that thing published eventually. I'm just not sure how. But it's done when it's done, and you'll know once it's done. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed the story, and hope you didn't entirely mind me rambling for about 2.5 minutes, maybe. So, good night. See you all around. I don't have an outro, but I'm trying to come up with one. Good night, everybody.